Stat Baby, along with your hosts, Cam and Mase. Today we are live at the Miami Pro League with special guest, Chicago Bulls center, Andre Drummond.
What's up? What's up? What's up?
What's going on, baby? What's good? Thanks for coming by.
What's the word?
Look, pause off the top. It looked like you slimmed down, pause. Yo, because that's what I'm saying. You was looking big.
I was a little husky. That's what they call it.
Yeah. Like, have you lost weight?
Yeah, about 20 pounds.
Yeah, look great, man.
Appreciate you, man.
We had a segment on the show. You said you was the best college walk-on ever. Ever. That's a fact.
I think it is, yeah.
You still stand by that?
You find me somebody else?
You better than Scottie Pippen.
Was he a walk-on?
Yeah. Yeah.
I guess you can give it to Scotty.
Stand on you're better than Scottie. You better than Scottie.
I'm still nice. That's all it is.
You might need your money back.
Yeah, I might get that back. I ain't know Scotty was a walk-on.
Nah, that's what's up. So look, man, you had a really stellar career in Detroit. Remember, I think you was third team All-NBA at one point.
Yeah.
And then when you left Detroit, it's kind of like you had bounced around to a few different teams with the Lakers. I forget who else, but now you're in Chicago. How do you feel about being in Chicago?
Chicago's good, man. I think we have a really good team, a nice nucleus. We signed back most of our guys. We added 2 new players, Javon Carr, Torian Craig. So we have the same team. I think we have a chance to do something special if injuries aren't a factor.
Right.
But looking forward to a great season, all in all.
Right.
Do you think y'all missing anything on that team?
Missing Lonzo.
Lonzo.
Is who we're missing. I mean, he definitely was the heart and soul of that team. He's definitely missed.
Yeah.
That's a fact. So how does it feel, and I'm not saying I haven't seen when you get to Chicago, but you were the man, pause, in Detroit. How's it going feeling from, you was definitely having a double-double. It's almost like you was having 20 nights for the whole time in Detroit, just from me watching. How's it go from being the man on the team to being basically a role player? How does that feel?
Yeah, it's a big transition. Definitely being traded from Detroit was definitely an eye-opener for me, just understanding the business of basketball and what comes with it. In a heartbeat, your whole situation gets changed. But, standing on my game and staying positive and, being prepared whenever my number is called is what I'm doing right now. I still believe I have a lot of years left in my career where I can really help a team do something well and win. But till then, I'm just trying to do whatever it takes to help my team win.
Got you.
When players are traded from team to team, and I know this might be a silly question, but for the fans that are listening, when you guys switch from city to city, do you like trade houses with the people?
Nah.
To be there?
I mean, people have done it. I haven't done it personally.
Yeah.
I like to have my own space and create my own home. But guys have done it before.
Yeah.
Actually, I lied. I did do it. I bought Greg Monroe's house when he got traded to Milwaukee.
Yeah, see?
You're right. I forgot. It's been a long time. It's been 10 years.
I always thought about that because I see people build like these crazy houses and then they get shipped off to another city.
Yeah,
what do they do with the house that fast? So
I seen recently, I don't know what I was watching. I happened to come across it on YouTube. I don't know if you was at a camp or you were talking to kids or who you were talking to, but you were saying that you have to give that same energy no matter what.
Right.
If you're the superstar, if you're number 1 player of the team or you're number 12 or 13 or 14. Who were you talking to, and could you share a little bit about what you were talking about?
So that was at the NBPA Top 100 camp, and for me, it was kind of personal because I was actually a camper at that camp. And then to come back all these years later as a player, 13 years into my game, to talk to these kids whose seat I was just in, and a lot of messages that I got while I was there resonated with me. And just this new age of basketball, man, these kids just have a different mindset of how the game's supposed to be played. So the message came from the heart. It wasn't planned. It wasn't something that was scripted. It's something that just came off the top of my head. It was my first time coaching in that type of environment. And, something just came over me seeing them play the way they were playing. So that was what the message was about.
That's what's up. Treasure, you got anything to ask?
Yeah, I have a very off-topic question. So you have a lot of tattoos. Is there any that you regret?
Nah, I got pictures of my kids on here. Yeah, no tattoos. I don't usually tattoo stuff on me. I don't want on my body. Actually, I lied. My first tattoo was on my back. It was out of a tattoo book. It's like some girl's face, but it looked cool though.
That's what's up.
Got it.
Well, look, we know you're about to go play. We appreciate you. If we got time, we'll check you out afterwards.
I'm here.
You born in Mount Vernon?
I was born in Mount Vernon.
You was raised in Vernon too?
I was raised in Connecticut.
All right, cool. That's what's up, my man. I know he can't wait. Jesus, Mount Vernon.
I used to live in Mount Vernon.
Yes.
Here we go. Where did you live, murder?
Everywhere, worldwide.
Yo, Drake, thank you for stopping by. We got time
appreciate
after the
y'all,
game. We check you out. Thank you
check it
so
out.
much.
Thank you for being here. We'll be right back. Now we are joined with Brooklyn Nets point guard Dennis Smith Jr. How are you?
Cool, how you doing?
What's
I'm
up,
doing
man? Thank you for coming to the
great.
show, man.
Yes.
We appreciate you, man.
Appreciate y'all having me, man. I'm a fan, bro.
Nah, I appreciate it. Where do you rank yourself as NBA point guards? You top 10?
I
Top
feel
10.
like I am.
You feel like,
I feel like-
are you top 5 point guards in the NBA right now?
Top 5, I gotta prove it. I gotta prove it.
You got some
gotta
time.
prove it.
I gotta prove it.
You got some time.
Do you think it's based on what team you go to?
I think that got a lot to do with it. The situation for a lot of people to help them out. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? I realized that my rookie year.
So politics is real when it comes to sports.
That shit major.
Major.
Major. When you start dealing with money, that politics shit major.
So they already set up in their mind who they want to be the starter team.
They be knowing that years out. Me and my pops just talking about it on the way here. You know what I'm saying? They be knowing.
So you could be dead nice and then God just say, give him the ball.
That's a fact.
Don't take no shots.
They ain't gonna do all that. They ain't gonna do all that, but you know, they got their little ways, man. But it is what it like. You gotta deal with it. You know what I'm saying? That's what come with this shit. Is I don't really
Now,
trip.
the reason he's asking you that is because I started, he came off the bench,
Yeah,
and he
that's
thinks it's
how-
politics.
Hey, I be seeing that clip y'all be posting that all after this, that shit's so
You
funny.
see, I was on fire. He said I was on fire. He
And the
think
coach
it's
said, give
politics.
him the ball. I'm like, give him the
He
ball.
think he
Politics got on
That's
your
the
ass.
problem. You wasn't Ginobili, man. You might have been a lemon pepper Lou. You wasn't Ginobili, though. So look,
Yeah.
just stepping down, I'm a fan. Like when you was in Dallas, I was like, that kid is nice. Nigga, you know, point guard with hops, athletic. I was really happy when you came to the Knicks.
Yeah.
You bounced around to a couple teams. How do you think you're gonna fit pause, nigga? And
that was
what I say,
Nah, he on point though. He on point. He on point. He on point. Yeah, he on point.
You know why? Because niggas act like pause don't mean nothing no more. Shit was cool. Now you say some crazy shit, you say pause.
So how you gonna fit this? Wow. I wasn't gonna say nothing earlier. When I came out, you had your legs crossed like this. You and Drummond. I didn't know what that was about.
Now if a nigga cross their legs,
I
pause.
I don't know what's going on.
When I get a certain amount of money, I should.
Yeah.
Get a certain amount of money, you
Yeah.
start that come with some money, though.
That part.
That come with
You
money.
need more money, man.
If you ain't doing that, you ain't got enough money.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
since I can't say that, how you think it's gonna work out for you in Brooklyn? It's like a lot of new pieces over there. You're one of them. How you think it's gonna go?
I think it's a good spot for him. We got a lot of guys that can play both sides of the court. Like they can score the ball and they lock up. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's kind of where I made my staple at these last couple of years, just locking dudes up.
Right.
So I think I'm gonna fit right in. They really wanted me there. And Jock Vaughn was a point guard. You know what I'm saying? So he know the game and he believe I'm gonna fit well. So I'm looking forward to it.
Jock Vaughn.
So
Yeah.
hold on. Yeah, he say he could fit in. You don't say nothing to him. He said he gonna fit well. he said he gonna fit well too. But Joe
Hey,
say-
I told my brother Leak, if I ever get on this show, I'm not gonna let y'all niggas promise. Y'all call me slipping.
Yeah,
Y'all call me slipping. That's the last one though.
Yeah,
nigga.
he bought me there because I'm gonna fit in well.
You know, he said it twice.
Oh, yeah.
But you let him slide. Pause. I'm just trying to let you know, man.
Yeah.
So, you grew up in Fayetteville. J. Cole's your man. Is he really nice? Or is he,
Yeah.
Or is he rapper nice?
No, like not even on no bullshit. I mean, I think Cole will give you work though. Not on no bullshit.
He'll give him work?
Yeah.
Yo, he won't stop. He ain't gonna give me no
But
work.
look, I'm gonna be real.
Pause, bro. You gonna give somebody some
Paul
work.
will give you work. Pause. We take the basketball shit serious in North Carolina, bro. Like he got a whole gym in his crib. Like he really get to it every day type. You know what I'm saying? Like, so yeah, he got some game.
Pause, will he bust your ass?
Nah, he ain't
Oh,
bust
so
my
I'm
ass.
simply-
Pause. Nah, he ain't not. That's not happening. He got game though.
Nah, 'cause you
So
know,
then he's MTV nice. That's what you're saying.
Shit, he played pro. He played in Canada and Africa.
Africa. When I spoke to Cole, he was in Africa playing. I ain't gonna.
Shout out
He
to
played pro
Cole.
twice. Yeah.
But what you trying to say is he not American pro nice.
I ain't gonna say it. Nah, not NBA.
You
Not
just said
NBA.
it.
He not NBA nice. He not
He said
NBA
he
nice.
played in Africa.
Yeah.
And then you said Canada. But all
Ain't
the
that North America?
but all the best players in the world want to come in. Look, what's our nigga?
Remember Yamba?
Yeah, we go Canada.
So if he came to the pro league, what y'all think he'll do?
No, that's your man.
I think he'll get buckets.
Yeah, we never seen him play.
I never seen him play live. That's why we're asking you. We're saying, is he good enough to be on the NBA team if he took it more serious? Because you know he's a fucking superstar.
No,
He's not that good.
Nah, he's not that good. That shit's serious. That shit's serious. But I mean, there's some niggas here that got game, but they ain't good enough to play in the league in the pro-am.
But I'm saying,
I saw some people out there I could have played if I was in shape.
In the pro-am?
Yeah, I could.
Let's stop.
Oh, pro-am?
Stop that.
Oh, no, I could suit up in the pro-am. I ain't gonna hold you now. No disrespect to the pro-am.
I have at least 15, 12.
Nah. Y'all got to show me.
That was easy.
Y'all got to show me.
You got to show him.
Oh,
really? Y'all
gotta
pull up
show
in
'em.
Raleigh, man. We'll get them runs at Cold Joint.
listen, man. We smoking this shit. We got a lot going on. I need to get in shape before. I just want to know, because all jokes aside, like, seriously, like, when I was watching the NBA All-Star game and he just got up out his seat with a jacket on and almost dunked, I'm like, that was kind of athletic. Then when I called him about some other business, he's like, yo, I'm in Africa right now playing in the NBA and I'll be back. So being that I knew you was cool with him, I thought I'd figure out exactly how good he is. But you're saying he's not NBA good.
Not NBA nice, no.
All right, well, if he goes, I don't think you can play in Canada.
Huh?
I don't think you can play in Canada right now.
How long you need, Mase?
I think if I was in shape, I'd get at least 15, 12 out there.
Hey, yo, you keep saying you're gonna get in shape. This nigga,
Killer, keep it real, keep it real. You've never been with me in a basketball war and we lost, right?
you talking about 25 years ago?
Yeah, when the last time you played, though? Out of one of y'all, when the last time y'all
I don't play, that's the thing, I don't play.
That's over with then.
He keep playing me, beat Allen Iverson
I
one-on-one.
beat AI for the money.
Yo,
You did
I'm
or you
like
will?
that. I'm like really like that.
You did or you will?
I'm like that.
you did.
Oh, he did beat him for some bread?
Yeah.
But no.
Look,
That's tough, though.
No,
I shit.
No. AI had to
Listen,
score 10, he had to score 1.
I'm like that.
That's how he won.
You
But I
don't
got-
say nothing about that, though.
As soon as I got the ball, it was game. That's how I play. If I get the basketball, it's over. It's no getting it, you know.
It sound good. I heard about y'all hooping shit.
You heard
Y'all know
about me.
You know I
heard about me.
You know I
heard
rock
about
with
both of
Shane.
you. Both of them?
Oh, I heard about both of y'all.
Where you heard about him at? And what?
Sham is my man. Yeah. That's my man.
You know what? You call Sam. You call Sam and ask him who he rather have on the team. Exactly. Exactly.
He gonna say, this is what he gonna say. I would prefer having Cam on my team, but if I want to win, I'm going with Mase.
That don't even make no sense. You always prefer to win. Why would you prefer
Right,
to
nah,
win
he on to something
all
with
the
that.
time?
No, Killer was like you know, high flying, all that. But me, I make sure we win.
Are you floor general type? Like,
I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah.
Let me give you a better question, right? I'm gonna give you a great question. He definitely Chris Paul when he's playing.
Yeah.
But I'm John Morant.
Yeah, that's exactly.
Who you want?
I can't answer that. I can't answer
I gotta
that.
play against both these niggas.
Two of my Carolina niggas. I ain't worried about playing against them.
Yo,
Two of my Carolina dogs,
that's a
though.
good
That was
point.
crazy,
That's a
yeah,
good point.
yeah,
I
they
ain't
both
going
from
against
Carolina.
North Carolina. I like that.
Uh-huh.
But Chris Paul who wins. Chris Paul who wins. Not.
Chris Paul
Yep.
never won.
I knew he was gonna say that.
He said Chris Paul will
Shout
win.
out to Chris Paul. That's Killer doing that.
I knew he was gonna say that.
Killer.
Nah, because it seems like we always get on Chris Paul, and I fuck with Chris
Yeah.
Paul. Chris, we love you. We fuck with you. I'm just calling out who never won the
Yeah.
championship.
All right.
John Morant ain't win championship.
But you didn't say Ja.
I'm just saying, you say you prefer a nigga who want to win, but Chris Paul never won.
Back to you, Jim.
Back to you. Okay,
I'll let y'all figure
so
that out.
quick question. So there was an interview saying that the J. Cole shout out was one of your like top 10 best moments in life. Is that true?
Hell yeah.
Okay, so what would be your number one?
Have my son.
Having your son.
Just had my son 10 months ago.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
congratulations. Thank you, Dennis, for being here. And with that, we'll be right back.
Yo, we appreciate you for coming, baby. Thank
Appreciate it, my nigga.
Thanks.
Let me go get busy, man. You watch
Yeah.
my game, tell me you have 15 or 12.
Yeah.
I bet you won't say
15,
that.
12.
Not at my shit you won't.
Yeah, 15,
promise you.
12.
Joined by Ronnie Taylor, the founder of Taylor Sports Group. How are you?
I'm good. How you guys
I'm
doing today?
doing well.
What's
How
up,
are
man?
y'all?
Thanks for coming by.
Yeah, what's up, Ron?
Thanks for having me, bro. Like, I love
Anytime.
y'all show, man.
So for the people out there that don't know you, give us some background on who you train, what you do, why'd you even get into training professional athletes?
Shit, I was a hooper myself, played 13 years in Europe. After that, I kind of had a vision of what I wanted to do. After that, I started working with the likes of like Amari Stoudemire before he finished, Bam Adebayo, Donovan Mitchell, PJ Tucker. I mean, the names go on and on and on, you know?
Right.
Got a lot of max contract guys I work with and everything like that, Darius Garland, you know, so, you know, the blessings from basketball just keep coming in, you know?
Got you.
That's good. Well, like when you started training, when you transitioned from playing, how did you know you wanted to train?
Nah, I mean, the game has been good to me. I went to college for free. I traveled the world for free. Get a chance to continue to make money just playing basketball and working with guys and really just paying it forward. You know what I mean? What the game gave to me, giving it back, you know, being able to just help guys. You know, for me, when I got ready to finish, I didn't want to get a 9 to 5. You know, I wanted to have something that could keep me close to the game and stuff like that. So I got into the training business and stuff like that. I always was a helper, you know, no homo.
Yeah.
And I used to, you know, help different guys. You know, when we come to practice, I come early, stay late, no homo. And then after that, you know, just moving forward, you know, just built the business, you know, the reputation, you know, of the work that I put in and the guys, you know, results and stuff like that. I've had different lottery picks and stuff like that year after year. So it's been good for me, you know. So basketball has kind of really shaped my whole life.
Right. To capitalize off what Mase just said, because that's a good question. A lot of times, professional athletes don't know when it's over. And they're like, nah, they jerking me. I could be paused.
That was crazy. That was crazy.
Yeah, Taylor know that was crazy.
What the fuck is this?
Today you going crazy.
What the fuck is this today, my
I gotta
nigga?
check. Today
Now, a
you
lot of
going
players,
crazy.
I see a lot of professional athletes and they're like, oh, my time ain't up. I could still be playing. They cry about it.
Yeah.
What was the point? What you say you played 13 years. Was it at 11 years, the 12th year, the 13th year, you say, I'm gonna start to make a career of this training thing? What was the like actual process of transitioning?
Yeah.
I mean, it's a good question, honestly. Like for me, you know, I had a couple injuries coming in and I had to make peace with the game. I wanted to leave on my terms, you know, like not because I got hurt, not because I didn't get the contract that I wanted. And then after that, I just figured out like what my lane was. I'm originally from North Carolina, but like I set up shop here in Miami and stuff. You know, my playing days and stuff, people ask me where I'm from. I'm like, North Carolina. They're like, where is that? I'm like, where Michael Jordan from?
Right.
As soon as I say I live in Miami, they're like, oh, so that was half the sell off the bat.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Then on top of that, I used to be on social media and I got off for a long time just because it wasn't productive for me, you know? I'd be on there scrolling, girl after girl, whatever, you know, wasted time. So then when I got back on, you know, I cleaned up my page. I told myself I was gonna DM 20 players a night, whether I knew you or not. I needed people to know who I was and what I had going on and to respect me in a certain type of way. And then I just put myself as a player, you know? I knew what I wanted. I wanted a one-stop shop. So when players come in town, they get all the PT, you know what I mean? They get the training, whatever they need, you know. I'm cool with everybody in the city, so if they want to go out, you know, they need boats, whatever they need. I just made sure like they could really just focus on basketball and I had everything that they needed for it. And I was just able to put it together and then the work spoke for itself.
That's dope.
So with so many good players out there, right? How do you know a person is really a good trainer versus they just got the best talent that they train?
I mean, for me, you got to be able to identify like what's going on, you know, where they strong at, where they weak at, you know, who they can be as a person. Like for me, like I might analyze a person and see their game for one thing, but they think they something else. You know, for me, I'm gonna look at the numbers, but I'm old school, bro. Like you gotta know the game. You gotta be able to eyeball stuff, you know? You know, some people aren't realistic with their talent. You know, some people think they're better than what they are. So really for me, just I think a lot of players respect me because I played. You know, even now, like if you don't believe in what I'm telling you, like, all right, my man, let's lace them up. Like we can get to it right now so I can show you better than I can tell you. You know, like so I'm really with that, you know.
Yeah.
And another question that I had that goes along with that is that when you're training a player, how much do you consider what the team is allowing them to do versus what their skill set is? Because that's what I watch most times, that you can train a guy for something, but that team will never let him do what he's training to do.
That's a good question. I mean, I got a couple players that I work with And it's almost like having a kid and you trying to, get them to eat their vegetables. You kind of got to trick them into it, So for me, it's like, okay, cool. We're gonna work on some things you want to work on. Let's be fair, but let's work on like what got us here. Like we can't forget about that. Everybody want to be an ISO player, but my man, you make your money from shooting corner threes. Right. You feel me? So like, really just understanding and being real with them, but at the same time, they don't always want to hear what the team got to say all the time. So when they come and they work out with me, like, what do you feel like you need to work on? Okay, that's cool, we're gonna do that. But these numbers say we need to get, knock down these catch and shoots, or, we not good finishers at the rim, or whatever the case may be. So kind of just giving them a little bit of what they want to do, but also, hey, this is what's getting us paid. Like if you take a guy like Patrick Beverly and then all of a sudden like try to turn him into an ISO player, that ain't what got him to where he is right now. So just really understanding players' games and their strengths, and also just kind of being able to like give them a little bit of what they want and what they feel like they want to work on, but also just being considerate and understanding like, look, this is what got us here, with the team aspect and stuff. So for me, I'm kind of like that little intermediary between the team and the player. I mean, I got a lot of great relationships. Like I said, for me, it's just always being honest with the game, being honest with the players and stuff.
So my last question is this. Have you ever had to be brutally honest with somebody that you're training like, it's over, bro. It's over. like, yo,
that's where I was going with it.
My nigga, you did. It was a good, you killed them for 12 for but it's a dub, man. We could see what we could do for you in Australia, maybe China. Have you ever dealt with somebody in the professional level that you train, you be like, you just don't have it anymore?
I mean,
and without having to say name, I know you may not want to throw anybody under the bus, but has that happened?
I have had a couple situations like that, and for me, it's like, I'm gonna support you, but the calls ain't coming in. So when them calls not coming in, like, all right, now you coming to me like, all right, damn, like, what am I going to do? So now it kind of opens up that door for me to be like, all right, let's look at that. Because at the end of the day, who am I to tell you to stop chasing your dream? I might be like, it's over, and then next you get a call and be like, see, that's why I ain't fucking with you. So I'll wait till the phone calls stop coming in. Well, if it's an opportunity that comes to me where like a team calls me from Europe and like, hey, I got $3 million for such and such, I'll tell you. It's up to you what you want to do with it, no homo. But at the end of the day, like, I'm gonna support you and I'm gonna be here and I'm gonna help you in any form or fashion, that I can. But like, I mean, the NBA is the NBA. If they ain't calling, at some point in time, you got to be realistic. For me, like, I'm gonna always be there and help you with your game, whether you want to do once, twice a day, whatever you want to do in terms of the training. But at the same time, you got to understand the business. It's a young man's game at this time. Like, you got all these Ja Morants and everybody like that coming in. They ain't necessarily checking for those older guys at the moment.
So let me ask you again, have you ever had to tell somebody that it's a dub?
Yes.
It's over for you.
It's over.
I mean, like,
yes or no?
Straight up, yes or no.
I mean, in so many words, yeah, I have, I don't even want to say it's a dub because for me, I don't really feel like the game is ever over. You just talk
like
about
that.
having like rappers play and stuff like that, It's not necessarily ever over. Now the big checks might be over. You know what I'm saying? But in terms of the game, bro, you can play till you 50, 60, you know what I mean? At what level, that changes.
Oh, yeah, because you can play in Big Three.
Yo, wow.
Boss. Yeah.
Or you could play in the 40 and over league at the fire department.
Yeah, you can play in the PSAL with the police.
You know why I fuck with him? Because he's keeping his door open. Like, he's like, I ain't fucking my money, yo. I'm not gonna say I ever.
Yeah, because I was gonna ask you, when you think about trainers, I've never seen a trainer train any player for defense.
No, that's definitely something that we talk about. Like, obviously, you see the videos.
Do you train for defense?
Do I train for defense?
Yeah, do you?
We'll go with video. Like, yo, my man's what you doing right now? Like, a player ain't gonna necessarily come in the gym and do defensive slides all night. They not doing that. But we're gonna sit here and look at this
But
video.
that's a part of the game, though.
It is. But for who? It's a couple guys, you know what I mean? Or
you got Bruce Bowen, Patrick Beverly, Tony Allen.
Yeah, for real. John Starks.
Nah. I'm going my nigga. He talking about, come on.
Mookie Blaylock.
Nah, bro.
Eric Snow.
Eric Snow, I don't even know how he got in the NBA, but to his point, at his point, niggas want baskets, man.
Yeah.
Niggas want baskets.
I mean, you gotta think about it. The NBA, ain't nobody really stopping anybody.
Right.
I don't even care who your best defensive player.
I don't believe that myth right there.
Who?
That there's nobody stopping nobody.
Who's stopping somebody?
That's a mindset.
What you mean?
That's a mindset.
The game, players are too crafty and too nice.
Jordan
right now.
stopped
And then,
people.
Jordan, we're talking about years ago. But what I'm talking about right now, they don't even let you touch people like that, no homo. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah,
ain't
you
nobody
really going flagrant today. We letting a lot.
He's on point. He's on point with his
Yeah,
shit. For us. He's definitely on point. He's been on point.
He been
I ain't
on-
gonna, don't let Murder act like he's not on point. He's been saying, he say pause because we don't want the wrong people to start, but he's been saying NH the whole time.
but I got a question for y'all, though.
Yeah.
Because I got somebody that's been looking for y'all.
Oh, yeah?
My man Chalmers. He want that one.
What about him?
Oh.
First of all, that's, hey, yo, you've been doing good the whole time.
He said, my man.
He want that
Chalmers,
work.
your man, want that work.
What, you train Chalmers?
Chalmers came through. You know what I mean? He comes through.
So
Pause.
you want some bull? What's up? What's up? What you talking about? What are we
just
talking
saying,
about?
Hey, for me, I seen it going back and forth. Like,
Hey, yo,
it was
listen.
entertaining to me.
Let me tell you something about Chalmers. And
I
listen,
got money on Killer right now.
he around?
I got my last little bit of money on.
I can tell sometime soon.
Is he around?
I got money on Killer right now.
Is he around? Let me know.
Put it down. I got money on Killer right now. I got the money on Killer right now.
Is he around? What are you talking about?
I got the money on Killer right
Niggas
now.
sending decoys up here for niggas.
Yeah.
Listen, man, I spoke to Chalmers. Thing about it is this, and no shade. Chalmers, my man, we be talking on the DM. It's an A side and it's a B side.
Yeah.
This is an A side and an N side. Like, he gotta work his way up to B. Like, you gotta get.
Killer, an A side and an N side.
I'm saying it's not even B side. Like,
Oh.
yo, cause I'm not saying basketball wise. I'm talking about, yo, I gotta sell this whole fucking game, man. We gotta get some we gotta sell it. But listen,
Right.
I spoke to Charles in New York, and I told him we gonna lay off from Pause or Instagram and everything else. But when he ready to,
The money down.
I see it.
It is what it is.
I was impressed.
It is what it is.
9 digits,
Hey, you know what
Yeah.
9 digits.
I put this rollie on it. He can't be Killer. Yeah.
Y'all really
Put that rollie down. I put the rollie down. He can't be
9
Killer.
digits on the floor, man.
Yeah, let's go.
Tell Chalmers that, man. It's on the floor.
Tell
man.
Chalmers show up.
You got
Chalmers,
anything
if you
else
watching
wanna ask?
it,
While you here.
we got 9 on it.
Okay, so I do have a question for you. So it seems like throughout your business, like you've been betting on yourself, okay? And you like were DMing players. Who was that first big name player that kind of gave you that shot, that chance to prove like, look,
It's a great
I
question.
can do this. I'm a trainer.
You know who was? And shout out to my man Tyreek Evans. So Tyreek Evans used to come to the city. We used to party, kick it, you know, all the normal shit. And then one summer he hit me up. And he was like, bro, I'm about to come to the city. I'm like, all right, what you want to do? He's like, no, I'm just coming here to work with you. And so for that, bro, like I appreciate him because he just knew what him coming to work with me, pause, would do for my brand, you know? And then from there, you know, Rudy Gay, Malcolm Delaney, who else did I get that summer? Like I said, Amari, like it just kept growing, you know, pause. It just kept growing. The brand kept growing, and like now, you know, I'm with Bam Adebayo all the time. I'm with Donovan Mitchell. You know, I'm with John Wall all the time. You know, just traveling. I just came from Toronto doing a big pro-am game up there. So like the game has been good to me, man. So it's only right that I pay it back for it. You know, helping guys younger than me, and a little selfishness in me, like it helps me keep me close to the game. You know, even though I know, like, you know, for example, Desmond Bain. I had Des too. No, pause. That's crazy. Dez was one of my guys. Dez was a client of mine as well. And obviously Desmond Bain would have been Desmond Bain with or without me. But just knowing I had a little piece of his journey on the way, you know, he just signed, 207? You know, Cam Johnson, you know, he just signed 108.
Right.
So I got a lot of big time guys that, you know, I helped them in the process, whether it been a small step or a big step. You know, I just kind of, you know, been there to play my part, you know, whether it's on the mental side, whether it's, you know, after a game, you know, and they needed me to talk to them or whatever, or we in there in the gym. Right now, I'm doing 3-a-days with Bam Adebayo. 6 in the morning, I'm up this whole month, you know, so.
You doing 3-a-days with Bam?
Yo, chill out. That's pause.
I let him. He's on a roll. Let him rock out.
3-a-day.
Right. But yo, thank you, man, for coming up, man. You got a great story, man. And let everybody know your social, how to reach out to you if they want to get
And I appreciate you guys, man. You can find me at Taylor Sports Group. Me and Beasley, we both own We Them Ones and stuff like that. I got a couple shirts for you. So
shout out to Mike Beasley, man.
Shout out.
That's my brother right there. So you can find me at Taylor Sports Group or hit us up at We Them Ones, WeThemOnes.com or We Them Ones on the gram.
Perfect. Thanks, Ronnie, for being here. And with that, we'll be right back. We are joined with Miami Pro League Commissioner Kyle Davis. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you guys for having me.
Good, of course.
Al, thank you for having us, man.
Yes.
Yeah, it's all love. Appreciate you guys.
Well, listen, this is our first time here. Packed house,
Yeah.
NBA players,
Yeah.
NBA trainers.
Yeah.
How long have you been doing this and how did you start?
Oh man, this is year number 9. Literally started as an idea in a garage down in South Miami.
Stop right there. What do you mean garage? Give me a outlet of when you say garage, what do you mean garage?
So there's a little suburb called Country Walk, Florida, down by Metro Zoo.
Yeah.
I was in my buddy's garage in 2012. Once I moved back from New York, I lived in Harlem for about 6 years.
What street?
126 in Lenox, right above the American, whatever that bar is on the corner.
Okay.
Across from Red Rooster.
You're going to say Allen Clayton Powell Jr.
Stop that. Stop. No, nothing like that. Nothing like that.
Allen Clayton.
You know why in Harlem, the new people from Harlem, like, if you go to the avenues, it says Frederick Douglass and Adam Clayton. I don't even know if that's 7th for 8th because I know it's a 7th for 8th, but
Correct.
you on point. You on
Exactly.
point. Sorry to interrupt the story.
So
garage.
literally had a little burning session in my buddy's garage, and I was like, yo, man, I just left New York. I just saw Rucker Park. I saw Dykeman. I was working for an agency, and our main client was Nike Basketball. And I was like, yo, this is dope. But I was like, F that. I'm from Miami. My dad's a Brooklyn dude. I'm a Miami boy. I'm a little mixed, but I was like, yo, I want to do something dope in my city, my way, you know? And that's where this brainchild came from. I started off with 2 investors and partners from New York, Anton Marchand, which is Foxy Brown's oldest brother, and then my buddy Bernard Bowen. We both worked at Nike Basketball for a couple years, and I was like, yo, I got this idea. I need some money. I'm doing it in Miami, and I'm making some noise, and that's it.
That's dope.
Yeah, and I came off the idea, if you build it, they will come. And, you know, Kevin Costner, Field of Dreams, and that was it. That was like my idea. If you go back to the very first post on Miami Pro League page, it's me, my own street team, spray painting chalk on the sidewalks with the logo. And it was like, if I don't believe in it, nobody else will. So that's where the baby came from.
So when you're saying, just so I'm clear, you're saying in the garage, the idea, I thought you meant y'all was playing basketball.
Yeah, that's
no.
That's why I was like, yo, what kind of garage?
That's why I was quiet. I'm like,
no, it was
what kind of garage you got?
It was me coming back to Miami from New York. I spent 6 years in New York and just powwowing and catching up with my buddies and then telling them about all the cool stuff and energy and vibe I found in New York. And I was like, yo, I want to do that our way back home. Make everybody that's up top got to come down south and rock with us now. And that's
when you say your way, what's the difference?
So just the Miami flair, like the Hispanic culture, the Caribbean culture, the Haitians, the Jamaicans, the Bahamians, the Cubans, the Dominicans, like the melting pot. Like there's a melting pot in New York and we got one down here too. It's a little different, but same. So just with our little flavor, you know what I mean? And me and my buddy Debo, who's the MC, we started off, it was a love-hate relationship. We started off in high school, like I was telling Cam. He's from Brooklyn, New York. My dad's from Brooklyn, New York. I'm from Miami. So it was like I was seeing this dude in high school pull up in some Timbs and Hilfiger jackets, and I was like, yo, who is this dude in Miami wearing jackets in the summertime? So I would always clown him, and he's like, yo, I'm from Brooklyn, bro. And I was like, cool. Fast forward, I was like, I got this idea. You're the only one I would bring this to that would bother love. And I hope you catch the action in the second game. It's
definitely. We're going to stay. We got you.
Yeah, thank you.
Again, Kyle, thanks for inviting us. With that, we'll be right back.
Thank you.